Immune system. A brief introduction. Written by Surajit Dutta. What is the immune system? The immune system can be described as an inbuilt body system that protects us from diseases caused by various foreign microbes, both multicelled and single-celled, bacteria, viruses that are pathogenic or disease-causing in nature. It is an army of cells that, like any other country's army, protects our body from foreign invasion. White blood cells and the microbiome of our body are the biggest part of this system. Macrophages, monocytes, and phagocytic cells are all white blood cells. Microbiome refers to the microorganisms that are normal occupants of the human body. Macrophages, monocytes, and phagocytic cells are all white blood cells. Plants do have a similar system, but it is very different from the animal immune system. This is a photo of normal circulating human blood. One can see red blood cells, several knobby white blood cells, including lymphocytes, a monocyte, a neutrophil, and many small disc-shaped platelets. Scanning electron microscope image. Define innate and adaptive immunity. Innate immunity is a type of immunity that exists from birth. This immunity is non-programmable and requires no previous exposure to foreign microbes or pathogens. Pathogens denote a disease-causing agent. It is present in invertebrates and also invertebrates. Skin, complement system, and inflammatory responses are parts of the innate immune system. Complement system denotes a system of blood proteins that protect us from foreign microbes. Adaptive immunity is a type of immunity in which the immune system becomes adapted to various pathogens based on previous exposure to that particular pathogen. It is type of immunity that develops based on previous exposure to particular pathogens. Adaptive immunity is only present in vertebrates. Why is the skin an important part of the innate immune system? The skin is a very important part of the innate immune system. It is evident from the fact that severely burned patients having profoundly damaged skin will not survive without skin grafting, because the skin protects them from various kinds of infections. Infections denote the entry of various foreign pathogens, like viruses, bacteria, etc., into the human body. How does playing in soil, open fields and other outdoor activities increase immunity? Playing in soil and open fields helps children build immunity against various microbes and protect them from developing allergic asthma. Exposure to harmless dust particles, microbes creates a stronger immune system. A good healthy microbiome will reduces allergy development and help fight infections. Childhood exposure to sports and outdoor activities will build a stronger and better immune system. What is the working criterion of the immune system? The immune system works by identifying self-proteins from non-self proteins. Immature immune cells first learn this crucial criterion of identifying self-proteins. If the immune system is not able to identify self-proteins, it will start to backfire, leading to autoimmune diseases like arthritis, vitiligo, type 1 diabetes, where beta cells get destroyed, etc. Define immune tolerance. Give examples. Immune tolerance is a property of the immune system, where they are unresponsive to self-antigens, body cells, tissues, foods, etc., but are able to recognize and attack strongly foreign molecules, pathogens, etc. The balance between self-tolerance and non-self recognition is the key to a healthy immune system. If this balance is not maintained, autoimmunity will develop. Food allergies, asthma, vitiligo, etc., are examples of autoimmune diseases. Examples of immune tolerance. Foods taken orally or by mouth are not considered foreign agents by the immune system. Oral immune tolerance is an example. Fetuses are tolerated by the mother's immune system. What is vitiligo, and how is it related to the immune system? Vitiligo is a disease where white patches of skin appear on some parts or the entire body. It is usually caused by the overactivity of the immune system, where it kills melanocytes, or pigment-producing cells, like other parasites, viruses, and foreign microbes. What is allergy, and how is it related to asthma? Allergy can be described as an overactivity of the immune system to harmless dust particles, harmless food products, medicines, etc. Histamine does play a role in allergic reactions. Some forms of asthma are caused by allergic responses or overreactions of the immune system to harmless objects, like dust particles. How do microorganisms, like beneficial bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and viruses, which are normal occupants within our body, collectively called the human microbiome, work as part of our immune system? The human microbiome can be described as microorganisms located within various parts of our body. We know that a seat already occupied by someone cannot be filled by any other person. Likewise, our bodily microorganisms resist other foreign microorganisms from filling their seats. Excessive use of antibiotics kills these beneficial microorganisms and promotes foreign pathogenic microorganisms to invade our body and cause diseases. Therefore, these beneficial microorganisms do play a role as a part of our immune system. This figure showing human microbiome composition, an essential component of immune system. What is immunological memory, and how is it related to vaccination? Immunological memory is the special feature of the immune system, where previous exposure to a specific disease-causing agent is used to combat future exposure to the same disease-causing agent. Ancient peoples observed that, if someone recovered from chickenpox, he or she would never have chickenpox again, until their death. Vaccination is based on the immunological memory of the immune system. Dead viruses, bacteria, or pieces of their body parts are injected to create new immunological memory. It has saved millions of lives since the rediscovery of the concept of immunological memory. Vaccination is a kind of adaptive immunity. This is a photo of MMR vaccine, which contains rubella vaccine. State some examples of immune system malfunction, or overactivity. Immune systems do malfunction sometime. Examples are most allergies, autoimmune diseases like arthritis, vitiligo, type 1 diabetes where beta cells get destroyed, etc. What is cancer, and how is it related to the immune system? Cancer is a disease where some cells gain the ability to divide uncontrollably to form tumors, and from these tumors, the diseased cells spread to other parts to produce secondary tumors. The spread of cancer cells throughout the body is called metastasis. The cancer cells show selfish unicellular features to thrive and reproduce their own copies. They act against the social harmony between cells in multicellular organisms. They act like any disease-causing agent, such as bacteria and other parasites. They also express cancer antigens, a kind of molecules that can be detected by the immune system. Such cells are destroyed by the immune system before they progress too far. Weaker immune systems somehow help to develop cancer more easily. Generally, elderly people with weaker immune systems will develop cancer later in life. Antioxidant and vitamin consumption on a regular basis, and stress management will reduce the risk of having cancer. How are transplanted organs rejected by the body's immune system? Organ transplants depend on the immune system's self-protein identifying criterion. The immune system can only tolerate self-protein. If it is not self-protein, the organ will be soon destroyed like any other parasites, viruses, or bacteria. Which transplants are never rejected by the immune system? Cornea transplants. Most blood transfusions of similar blood group are a kind of transplant where any donor can be used. Why is blood transfusion considered a kind of transplant? In a blood transfusion, in most cases, mainly red blood cells are transferred from the donor's body to the recipient's body. Therefore, it is called a transplantation. It is a type of allogenic transplant. What is fever? How is it related to the immune system? Fever is a condition where body temperature increases too rapidly, beyond normal body temperature. Fever is a kind of immunological response to disease-causing microbes. We know that heat kills microbes that spoil foods, milk, etc. Heating food items, including milk, kills microbes and protects them from spoilage. Similarly, the body increases its temperature during fever to kill disease-causing microbes. Internal mechanisms collectively called homeostasis regulates body temperature to a constant level. Why? During fever, this constant temperature starts to act abnormally. Heating food items, including milk, kills microbes and protects them from spoilage. During infection, body temperature rises too rapidly since the hypothalamus, which regulates body temperature, starts an immunological response to kill disease-causing microbes through heat. This helpful adaptation, which is called fever, helps to kill disease-causing microbes without medical intervention. Which organ is not protected by the immune system, and why? The brain is the only organ that is not protected by the immune system. The brain has a special blood-brain barrier, which acts as an immune system. This barrier protects the brain from foreign pathogenic agents. Only lipid-dissolving alcohol and some lipid-soluble medicines can enter the brain directly. It is not protected by the immune system since immunological activity in this very important organ could destroy its various areas and its tissues, which may act against the individual itself. Its outer skull also gives it protection from the outer environment. This figure showing solute permeability at the blood-brain barrier versus choroid plexus. Sources of information. The information provided was collected from various books throughout my studies. It is not possible to provide all sources in such a small space. Here are the current books and sources I have used to provide more up-to-date and accurate information. Dictionary of Biological Psychology, published on 2001, edited by Philip Wynne, see pages 801 to 804. Instant Notes, Animal Biology, 2nd edition, published on 2004, author, Richard D. Jerd.